Thank you, Ms. Chair. In the name of expunging DEI, the Trump administration has lurched from the farcical to the cruel in its effort to rewrite history, including, for instance, threatening to remove Emmett Till's monument, to even deleting references to the historic and heroic Tuskegee Airmen. These actions are wrong, but do not compete in cruelty with the ending of a suicide hotline for LGBTQ youth, which I just want to go into very briefly. Mr. Lennington, the Trump administration CDC in this report found that suicide risk is around 4 times higher for LGBTQ youth compared to their peers. You don't dispute that these are the Trump CDC's findings from 2020, correct?
I can't see what you're holding up, but are you talking about the Trevor Project?
No, I'm talking about the CDC.
Okay, no, I don't know what that is.
In 2018, Republican Senator Orrin Hatch said, quote, "It's a tragedy that in the United States, suicide is a leading cause of death among young people, and more tragic is the fact that LGBTQ youth are especially vulnerable." You don't dispute that that's what Senator Hatch said, correct, Mr. Lennington?
I'm not aware of what he said at all.
And in 2019, Democrats and Republicans came together to pass the National Suicide Hotline Designation Act, which was signed into law by President Trump. And Dr. Harper, you don't dispute that President Trump signed that into law?
I do not dispute that.
This May, so just a month ago, Republican Representatives Lawler and Kim wrote that this dedicated LGBTQ hotline has received over 1.3 million calls and texts. They go on to say in their letter, quote, "Eliminating these support systems would be a devastating setback for youth already at elevated risk." You don't dispute that my Republican colleagues said this, do you, Mr. Lennington?
I'm not aware of anything to do with the suicide hotline.
And that's the problem, a lack of awareness. The fact that we are expunging an LGBTQ youth suicide hotline in the name of expunging DEI is precisely why this crusade is so misguided. Let me go to my next topic. The Trump administration is eliminating DEI programs to ensure, quote, equality for everybody. That supposed equality has also translated into ending programs that have helped working people get ahead, leaving everybody equally a lot worse off. Dr. Harper, the California Medical Association reported that the Republican Senate reconciliation proposal will slash Medicaid by $900 billion. You don't dispute they found that, right?
I do not.
The House reconciliation bill will lead to at least 16 million people losing their health insurance. The Senate plan will be worse. Within this estimation, KFF reports that 1.3 million Medicare beneficiaries will lose their Medicaid coverage. You don't dispute they found that, right?
I do not, and it will disproportionately affect people of color.
Crain's Chicago Business reported that this proposed slashing of Medicaid will leave at least 8 hospitals to immediately close their doors in Illinois and potentially hundreds of hospitals across the country to do the same. Again, that's what this large, lousy law is about to do, and we're talking about eliminating DEI programs all day around here. Last topic. The title of this hearing is, quote, "Sacrificing Excellence for Ideology, the Real Cost of DEI." I'd like to discuss some of the excellence within the Trump administration. Mr. Lennington, the AP reports that Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth is being investigated for accidentally sharing potentially classified information with the Atlantic's editor-in-chief. You don't dispute this report, right?
No.
ProPublica reported that President Trump appointed a 22-year-old to oversee the government's main hub for terrorism prevention. His only qualification? Having served as the Secretary General of a model UN club. You don't dispute that they reported, ProPublica reported this, Dr. Harper, do you?
I do not.
I have an interesting picture of this gentleman as well, which I'll show you in a second. Oh, actually, he's here, this guy. Additionally, the New York Times reported that the President's Health and Human Services Secretary, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., has promoted numerous unproven conspiracy theories. He claims HIV does not cause AIDS, that fluoride is a neurotoxin, and Wi-Fi causes cancer. You don't dispute these reports, do you, Dr. Smith? In 2023, Mr. Lennington, you wrote in an article titled, quote, "Renominating Trump could cause a dangerous chain reaction that, quote, Republicans may want to think about nominating someone else." To end on a positive note, I agree wholeheartedly with you. Thank you.
Thank you.